Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon countdown video. Now, see, the problem here is that we've barely gotten any information about Ultra Sun and Moon. Not even an official trailer, not even teasers, just that 23-second jump we got back at E3. We've gotten barely anything. And November is literally coming up, and I feel like this is going to be a quite bit of a bummer. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and make this theory video, and I went ahead and made this, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. So let's get started. First of all, what you see right now are ultra versions of Gen 2, 3, and 4 Pokemon. All of the artwork is owned by a deviant artist known as Tommy Chase. I'll put his link in the description below so you guys can get to see that shit for yourselves. But that's besides the point. Now, a lot of people have thrown in this little tidbit that, Ultra Sun and Moon is going down the same path as Pokemon Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or there's a large amount of people who are saying it's going down the same road as Pokemon Black and White 2. Now, necessarily you're correct on the Black and White 2 thing, but here's the problem. While we understand that Necrozma is actually classified as the most vicious of the Ultra Beasts, that includes Solgaleo and Lunala, which are the only Pokemon that we've actually gotten confirmed from Ultra Sun and Moon. But that doesn't necessarily mean a lot. Now, this theory is based off a few things. It's based off the origins of the Ultra Beasts, based off the origin of Necrozma, and what events will lead up towards Solgaleo and Lunala retaining their sunlight and moonlight forms in order to, be the way they are now. Now, as I said, this is a fan dub of mine, so I call them Prism Legendaries. So let's just go with that. So reading the Pokedex entry for Necrozma states in both Sun and Moon that, well, just in Sun really, it's a reminiscent of the Ultra Beast. This life form apparently sleeps underground and is thought to have come from another world in ancient times. The Moon Pokedex entry says, light is apparently the source of its energy. It has an extraordinary vicious disposition and is constantly firing off laser blasts. Now, whether or not we're going to get a new evil team in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon is yet to be decided because we haven't gotten any information from the game at all. So like I said, Nintendo, get your shit together. November is coming. It's damn near August. We need this now. Okay. So, like I was saying, the thing about it is, if you guys actually paid attention to the designs of Prism Solgaleo and Prism Lunala, that they retain a lot of aspects from Necrozma itself. Now, the reason for this is strictly because Necrozma's Pokédex entry clearly states that light is its main source of power. And in order for a Pokemon like that to control said power, like in its Pokemon Sun Pokédex entry, it lives underground. So thusly, when we saw Necrozma in Pokemon Sun and Moon traveling over the world, absorbing constant amount of light, thusly, like its entry says, it has a vicious disposition to the point of where it's firing off laser beams at practically everything and anything it sees. Now, you mix that with, I would say, all the light based off the sun and the light based off the moon, you have a pretty deadly combination of Pokemon that can't be touched. Now, the reason that these Pokemon exist, I'm going to say it like this. Necrozma probably forcibly fused itself with Solgaleo and Lunala, depending on what game you've got. I say that because it's looking for a way to control its unbearably powerful laser beams. Now, if it doesn't have that, it's just going to continue on firing lasers at whatever. And considering by this point we're already in the middle of the first season of Pokemon Sun and Moon, we're not necessarily going to get any movies about Pokemon Sun and Moon, like a movie with Solgaleo, a movie with Lunala, a movie with the Ultra Beast, and a movie with Necrozma. We're probably not going to get that anytime soon. So I'm not necessarily going to hold my breath. But what I'm saying is, as these images I've shown so far, you see that these are forms of different legendaries and with Necrozma variants on them. So look at it like this. Primal Groudon is a rock and ground type, which necessarily is responsible for creating land. You have Prism Kyogre, which is responsible for controlling the sea. Such as Dialga and Palkia, they control space and time. And I honestly forgot what part of the Pokeverse does Lugia and Ho-Oh play in it, but I don't know. But the bottom line of it here is that Necrozma is a Pokemon that's unstable. Now I say unstable because it needs a conduit to channel its destructive light-based energy. So with Solgaleo, it's most definitely going to cling to it because the sun is the brightest star in the entire universe. So just like in our world and just like in the Pokemon world, the sun is the source of all light on Earth. So thusly, with Necrozma absorbing that much light, it has every will and every need to control, if not aim it, and then destroy whatever it has to. Now, I would go into explaining how that works, but that's a video for another time. The problem here is that just like with Black, White, and White 2, it's pretty much the same thing. There's going to be an evil team involved that's going to capture Solgaleo or Lunala, and then it's going to be that point of where Necrozma is probably already been captured by these people. They're going to forcibly attach Necrozma to one of the legendary Pokemon, thusly creating Prism Solgaleo and Prism Lunala. Yes, I know, I did say that Necrozma would forcefully, attach itself, but I won't say that anymore, strictly because Necrozma has a vicious personality, as in its Pokedex entry, which shows that it would not want to get that close. In fact, if it probably saw Solgaleo or Lunala in broad daylight or at night, it probably would just flat out attack them without even a second guess. So, with that being said, you as the trainer would end up having to battle these new villains. Go find Necrozma, go find Solgaleo or Lunala, then you're gonna have to battle that new fusion of theirs in order to truly contain it. Thusly, where you have the conjoined keyring, well, not keyring, Z-ring, that is literally, as in the trailer, it shows that it has something to do with the three of them put together, or the two of them put together. But like I said, that's another video for another time. But what do you guys think? You think that Necrozma, Solgaleo, and Lunala are going to be involved in some way, or do you think that Necrozma will turn up as an antagonist instead of a Pokemon, a victim Pokemon in the game? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.